another day in the workshop and another day for this mongrel build. I wish I could complete my next Ducati video. It's just too cold. It's far too cold. I mean, look at this. I'm not going to be complaining too much. But look at that. It is bang on zero. Maybe it's gone a little bit high now because I've got a fan on here. Still 1 degrees. That's all it is. It's too cold to do any carbon fibering or any moulding or anything of that sort with the Ducati, and that is the next stage that I need to do. I need to create a mould out of this lovely piece that I have here and all the rest, but it has to be a minimum of 10 degrees for everything to set. I can't do that. So, mongrel, this episode, I wanted to do it because it is the most frequently asked question on these mongrel videos is, how am I going to get the engine out? Now, I've been replying to her and saying, listen, don't worry about it, chill, don't stress. I'm not. The Cb750 frame, no, the Cb650, this is a 650. So the Cb650 frame is very similar to the Cb750 that I've done, the Warrior, the double overhead cam version, more specifically, the single overhead cam didn't have this functionality. But what I'm trying to say is the nice thing between the two frames is that there's a section of frame that comes out. In amongst all this mess here, this screw here comes out, or this bolts I should say, and there is a bolt just under there that comes out as well. That entire frame section comes out, and hopefully I can just slip the frame over without actually disturbing anything. That is the idea, and that is what I'm going to be doing today, because I'm at a stage now where I'm happy with everything. The seat subframe is done. That's there. The seat's sitting quite neatly on there at the moment. Everything else is done. The only thing remaining is this rear bit, but I can't really decide where and what I'm going to do with that until I've got a chunkier tyre on here and I know exactly how much room I've got to spare. But I anticipate that swing arm to go up just a little bit more, just so I can get the kind of the belly scraping the floor a bit more than that. I thought the best thing I can do is take the engine out, take the frame off, so I can at least get the frame welded and the subframe, and then we can always do that swing arm at a later date. So this video is dedicated to those people who stay up long throughout the night worrying about this engine. Oh, it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. Late at night. What time is it now? Oh, it's not too late. It's 10:15. It's not too late. It's not time for silly thoughts yet. Let's see how we go. And this is it. Stripped down all that work. It looks really strange without this back end. It's really square. The more I look at it, the more square it is. Such a chunky frame though. It is such a chunky frame. I do like it. I do still like it. Just the insanity behind it, even if I say so myself. So this is now loose. The idea is, hopefully if it goes to plan, if I undo this bolt here and do that bolt there, it should all slide off. The engine staying where it is, it should just all slide off simply. And this is that bar I was telling you about. So this is the piece of frame that comes out. Slots out. There you go. Connects onto there and connects onto the back. But that is the bottom rail. The lovely bottom rail that I'm hoping is going to sort out all my issues. You can see now there's nothing round the bottom of the engine there. Where the oil pan drops down at the bottom, underneath that rail is now exposed. The only thing stopping it now is these carbs at the top. These carbs aren't actually stuck either. There's nothing holding them. There's enough room there, and there's enough room there. So it means business when I take my coat off. That just means that it's getting a bit warmer in here. What is it now? 3 degrees. 3 degrees. We can deal with 3 degrees. That's like being in a tropical island in the UK. I've been anticipating this moment for a long time of if this is going to work, because I've replied to everyone that's mentioned on here, how are you going to get the engine out? I've always replied back saying, don't worry, it'll come out because of X, Y, and Z. How bad am I going to look if I can't get this out? And it's just going to be a video of me swearing and cursing, not being able to get the frame out. Right, that's it. Let's do it. Let's get this frame off. Let's do it. But the frame's out, that is the main thing. First time I've actually seen the frame out. Imagine seeing this frame stood on its own, having all the knowledge in the world of every single motorcycle and everything. You look at this and you go, what the heck is this? What I'm going to do now is move the engine out of the way, get this table clean, and then we can call it a day. And here we have the frame with that piece, that bottom rail, back in. So you can see how the frame can be taken off the engine without actually damaging the frame at all. Even the carbs come out as well. Beauty. Job done. This is now going to go off to the welders. Lovely job. And that is all from me for today. We've got the frame out. Next steps is to get the frame over to the welders, get it welded. I've had a few really good suggestions from people saying that I should have it brazed. Really nice idea, because that means that I would have like a golden weld around that silver frame. I think that would look really nice. I don't know if my welding guy can do that. Obviously I'm not welding it myself. You've seen my welding skills. Let's see if you can do that, because yeah, it would be a nice touch. It does look promising for next week that the temperatures are going to rise a little bit more. I feel like a weatherman at the moment. Temperatures will rise. Cold fronts coming from the south. It means that I can at least get my mould done next week. The temperature's warm enough to actually use some resins. So that is good. Ducati video is coming up soon, and then we'll get the tyres and wheels and everything like that. So if you like what you see, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Also visit footballindustries.com to see if there's any merchandise that you like to support the channel. But until next week, just stay warm. It's freezing.